What's up, everybody? So today's video, I just want to talk about the ARS rack, some of the things I like, and some of the things I don't like. What's up, guys? I'm Baker, and this is Blue Line Morphs. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I do post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I have an Instagram channel, blue_line_morphs, and a new Facebook page, Blue Line Morphs. Hit me up on there, DM me in there, I always answer back. I'm going to link it down in the bio below. With that being said, guys, today's video is probably be a little bit rushed with the whole what's going on in what's going on with the riots and everything. Probably going to get called into work, so I'm literally filming this at 7 o'clock. I'm going to post it right after I get done filming. So I know I did a video comparing the ARS rack to my C Serpent rack. Today I just want to talk specifically about the ARS rack, things I like about it, some things I don't like about it, just to give you a better idea of what you're getting when you get the ARS rack. Because I know some people ask me, hey, listen, can you just talk about just the ARS rack in general and not so much comparing the two? Also, one thing I'm going to do is each video I'm going to give like a brief little 1 minute update of what's going on in regards to Blue Line Morphs. Again, I post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but some things happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays and in the mornings and so forth and so on. So I just want to give that brief update because I want to. With that being said, I did pick up a new clown girl. So she is a normal clown. She's just a clown girl. She's only 56 grams. She actually just ate her first live hopper mouse, so I'm ecstatic about that. I thought I was going to have issues with that. I did pick up some rat pinkies from Medusa, well, Claire, from Medusa's lair, and they didn't want nothing to do with that. With that being said, she ate the first mouse hopper, so I'm very happy about that. I got 2 more on standby. I want to talk briefly about that. Now, I picked her up on Craigslist. I saw an ad for $250 for, actually it was like $350, but I talked them down about $250 for just a clown female. Now, I had made a whole video about Craigslist, the do's and the don'ts and the dangers. With that being said, this is kind of a bad experience. I'm not entirely sure about this, but I'm pretty sure. So, I hit him up. He was, we talked back and forth. He refused to give me any leeway about meeting me, so I had to drive all the way into Manhattan, which is not a big deal. I get it. I am the buyer. I am the customer. That being said, I met up with him, and he tried to sell me a male. He actually offered to pop it. I said, yeah, go ahead, you pop it. So he popped it, and out came the hemipene, and then I was like, that's a male, bro. And he's like, oh, no, it's a female. It's just you're seeing the spurs. And I'm like, no, it's a female. He's like, oh, maybe you're right. And he ran back upstairs. Now, he had seen my shield sticking out of my sweatshirt. So, at first he said something about that, about, oh, shit, you're a cop. I'm like, yeah, I am. And he was like, oh, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. So I think, I honestly feel like maybe he was going to rip me off. Well, not rip me off, but sell me the mail for $250 and hope I didn't know any better. But once he got called out on it, he ran upstairs, came back downstairs with a female, but she was much smaller. I think that was her first meal, to be completely honest with you. Again, she was 56 grams. Very skinny looking, but she did have her first meal. I'm very happy about that. Anyway, so then he popped her, and as smooth as can be, it was a vagina, a snake vagina, and not a man. So with that being said, then he popped another male again. He was like, oh, I guess you were right. So I don't know if he was trying to scam me. I don't want to say he was going to scam me. I got a weird feeling about that. With that being said, I left with a female, so whatever. Also, I did post that video yesterday, I guess, about me losing my eggs. I've had a ridiculous amount of feedback, and I greatly appreciate that. People texting me, people messaging me on Instagram, leaving comments on the YouTube video, just saying, hey, listen, I tried this, I'm really sorry about that. It's the nature of the beast, it's part of the game. These things do happen. It's really unfortunate. It sucks. But again, like I said yesterday, to reiterate, I'm not going anywhere. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm picking up another crazy clown female from Ozzy soon, so stay tuned for her. I already got her label somewhere. We made labels. We actually have to fit our new girl, my new girl, I gotta read it. Orange Dream Pastel, Leopard Fire, Yellow or Asphalt, Pet Pie. Rob actually got her name to fit on an ID card, which was nice. You really can't get any more jeans in my snake are not gonna fit. All right. So with that being said, let's get right into this. Now again, I know I compared the 2 racks, so some of this information might be the same, but I am just going to provide just an idea of what I like about this rack. So let's just cover price quickly. I know you did in the last video. If you don't watch the last video, go back and check it out. If you watch the last video, it takes 2 seconds is what it is. Anyway, Rob had it shipped. If you know the whole story, you guys probably know the whole story by now. Rob had it shipped, drove up here to Florida to be a nurse. I bought it off of him, now it's my house. It was $2,600 shipped to his house, $2,680 shipped to his house. With shipping, that's what it costs. This is the 5540, so the tubs are a little longer than, I guess, the 5040. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on the models. I can get back to you if you want to know. With that being said, it breaks down to about $67 per tub or per apartment, like Rob likes to say, which is cheaper than most racks. Really not that bad if you think about it. $67 to keep your snake in one of these tubs. You know, an aquarium itself set up is much more money than that. I have a little list. Normally I go over the list, but because I'm like, I got to shower and run out and go to work, I'm just going to look down it once in a while. I'm not being rude. It is what it is. These are things that I like. So with the tubs, let me grab a tub that has nothing in it. So with these tubs are long, okay? They are, I think, 33 inches long or 34 inches long. I have found that with these longer tubs, my snakes are more active. Now, with the C Serpent Rack, you know, they're a little wider and not as long, but my snakes seem to like how deep these racks are. In other words, because the walls are close in on them and they have depth to move back and forth in, it's not as an open area as just kind of a square or like a normal rectangle. This is an elongated rectangle. My snakes seem more active and they like it a lot more. And also with the tub, you got these cup holders which you can put these little deli cups in of water for easy access to change in and out. You can clean them, recycle them. They're relatively cheap. So just first and foremost, I love the tubs. My snakes seem to do a lot better in them. They behave a lot better. They seem more secure in them, and of course, you got the built-in water bowls. They're not getting flipped over. Listen, straight up, it looks good. It looks organized. It looks complete. It looks professional. Even though you know I'm a shit show, I'm killing eggs left and right. It looks good. It looks professional. I like it. It just looks good. It's just that simple. As far as looks, you want to show your reptile room off. You don't just have a bunch of tubs everywhere and a bunch of mismatched shit. You have one uniform thing of 40 snakes right here. Jumping right into that, the convenience of it. It is a space saver, guys. I have 40 snakes in this rack, but actually I'm missing 2 spots. They're down in the quarantine rack. But I have 40 snakes in here, guys, and it's only taken up, what is this? You know, like 5 foot by 3 feet. So if you don't have a lot of room in your house, instead of having these PVC racks popping up left and right, some people love them. This you can have this in the corner of your house, a corner of a room, corner of a bedroom. It doesn't take up that much space, and it's super convenient when it comes to that. Honestly, the rollers on it on the ground, it has little wheels on it. I thought they would be a pain in the ass. They're actually not bad, especially when it comes to moving this thing. So I'm a clean freak when it comes to my house. As a bachelor, like my house, I just spent 3 hours cleaning it, a spick and span. I don't even want my dog moving around. But that being said, when I had it clean behind either a glass aquarium, glass aquarium or the PVC racks, it's a pain in the ass to clean underneath it, clean around it, and clean in it. When it comes to these, this thing rolls out. I can literally just roll it by myself, clean underneath it, roll it back, and we're good to go. So I absolutely love that. All right, so one thing I do like too is each one of these levels has a heat strip in it, not like a heat tape, has an equal like heat panel, I guess you could say, and each one is individual. So what I mean is on the back, if you watch the other video, it has a long power strip, right? And each level plugs in differently, which I really like. That way, you know, if you're not utilizing these 3, you don't have to waste electricity. Not that it matters much. I mean, honestly, with you, I'd probably leave it all plugged in just so it's universally hot throughout the whole rack. Let's get into something that I don't like. First and foremost, the price can be a little pricier for people. It is $2,600, right? It is $2,600 shipped to your house. It's a lot of money to spend on housing for your snakes. However, if you're taking this to the next level like I am or Rob is, or if you're already at the next level like Red Lion or Porter or whoever else, $2,600 may seem like a lot of money, but ultimately that could be a downfall, but I think it's actually a positive. Also, the height. I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1". Say it again, I'm 6'1". So if I try to get in one of these tubs, I can't see what's going on in this tub. I have a hard enough time seeing in this tub. So when I have to feed them, I have to drop it in and listen. And then if I want to look, I have to pull this thing out and then look, and the rat fucking jumps out. It's a pain in the ass. So at this height, at 6'1", these top 2 levels are kind of the pain in the ass to get to see the snakes. To change water bowl, so forth and so on. Now, you don't have to make it this tall. This is considered a full rack. These do break down sectionally, which I do like. So if you don't want to buy, that's nothing to mention. Good thing. If you don't want to buy the full rack, you can buy it in sections, in levels. You can order 3 levels and have it small. With that being said, back to the negative, these 2 I can't see in, and I'm a decently tall person. The other thing, now I know I said I like the tubs, but one thing I don't like about the tubs, even though I said I like the depth, is feeding when it comes to that depth. I throw a rat in this tub, and I got to get it back out. I'm fighting this fucking thing, okay? So it runs to the back of the tub. I pull it all the way out. I'm reaching in. The snake's tagging me in the arm. That's kind of a pain in the ass to me. And then conversely, when I do try to look in on these taller tubs, the rats sometimes right in my face, and I've had rats jump out and run around. Now that I'm in a reptile room, it's not that big of a deal because I have it closed off and they're not going to leave my couch and so forth and so on. Yeah. So those are only like the 3 negatives that I wanted to talk about. Overall, guys, I absolutely love this rack. I'm going to go with nothing but ARS racks. Maybe eventually, if I make a little money, switch over to Freedom Breeder. I know Freedom Breeder does have the slots that pull out. But as of now, one more negative. I have not experienced it. However, I was talking to my buddy from Las Vegas Pythons, Las Vegas Reptiles, I always forget. On the bottom, it seems to, there's no support on the bottom for those tubs, so it starts to bend down a little bit because of the overall weight. In between each ear, you kind of have sturdiness of metal in between. Down below, you don't have that, so it does start to sag. So he did configure a little thing with plastic to push up the bottom tubs. That is a negative. I see some of these people complaining that they do warp, they do drop on the lower level. You just got to pump them up a little bit, not that big of a deal. Overall, guys, great rack. I love it. Again, the convenience of it is insurmountable to me. You know, I can fit 3 or 4 of those racks in this little tiny bedroom. They say, you know, they throw a closet in a room, it's a bedroom. With that being said, guys, that's a quick little video. I know it's rushed. I know I'm like out of breath talking, like distracted. I'm being sent text messages and videos and all types of things going on at work. I'm gonna have to head in there and see if I can even get into work if I get called in, which is probably likely. With that being said, guys, everything going on. Listen, we're all human beings. Just be nice to each other, right? It's really that fucking simple. As always, guys, listen, be safe, and especially now, watch the 6.